Ciao ragazzi, in today's video I'm going to react to Inter's Champions League group stage opener against Borussia Monchengladbach, which finished 2 each. Before getting into the video, be sure to let us know down in the comments below what you made of the match, and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on push notifications so you never miss a video. I felt that it was a really cagey start to this match. Neither side was risking too much and were certainly playing a lot more cautiously than perhaps we could have expected, although I would say that we probably did edge it. We were kind of controlling that midfield and did make probably the better of the starts from the two sides, but neither side, as I say, were exactly setting the world alight. It was really cagey. Something that became abundantly clear to me really early on in this half was the fact that we actually had balance in the team. Now, this is something that we've noticed throughout the season, where a team lacking balance, we're playing a ultra-attacking system and we're leaving ourselves really at risk at the back. Yet Matteo Darmian, who was drafted in kind of at the last minute upon Achraf Hakimi's positive COVID test, he came in, he provided this balance and he put in a really solid performance. And I mean, it's crazy to think that's the kind of difference, and what a difference kind of him being in the team and that balance did. I just felt so much more comfortable watching us. We were attacking kind of in a similar manner, maybe not getting as many chances, but we were still creating chances and we were being equally solid defensively. Now, part of the benefit of this balance that we had was Alexander Kolarov, who has been far from fantastic since joining us, actually played pretty well in the first half. Now, we've found him to be exposed a lot, especially when it comes to one-on-one defending and just kind of defending in general. That's not really his kind of thing, but with that kind of balance in the team, I felt he was a lot more protected and played a much better game as a result of that. I would say that I found myself quite underwhelmed by the performance of Gladbach in the first half. I was expecting quite a lot from them. I am aware of some of the players and was kind of, as I say, expecting more from them than Marcus Thuram and Alassane Plea, both two players who know where the goal is and can certainly hurt us, but they weren't really doing all that much, and that kind of went for the whole Gladbach team. And I'm kind of disappointed that we never did manage to kind of capitalise on the kind of dominance that we showed in the first half and take advantage of what was a rather poor first half shown from Marco Rose's side. We got our first goal soon after the second half began, and whilst a very scrappy goal, I'm certainly not going to complain. Danilo D'Ambrosio deserves a lot of credit for the way he managed to keep the ball in, direct it to Matteo Darmian, who then provided the assist for Romelu Lukaku, who tapped in from a few yards. And I mean, this was an absolutely deserved lead for us, and I was really glad that this goal came sooner rather than later, as the pressure then wasn't building on us. Although, as good as it was to get this early goal, we never really built on that. Gladbach kind of sprung them to life a bit. They then got a goal via penalty on the kind of hour mark. No doubts about it. It was a penalty. Arturo Vidal absolutely connected with, I believe it was Marcus Thuram, so no complaints there, but it was very annoying to concede this goal, seeing as Gladbach hadn't really done much up until this point, and after their goal they were the kind of team that took the game by the horns. They were the ones going for it, and we just kind of didn't really react to it, and then it would turn out to cost us. And then Gladbach went on to score again, a long VAR check after this one actually. Jonas Hoffmann put it through the legs of Handanovic with only a few minutes to spare, and at this stage I would have said I was surprised that we'd managed to throw away what looked like should have been a certain win, but knowing Inter, I wasn't surprised in the slightest. But thankfully we did manage to rescue ourselves a point, not what we wanted whatsoever coming into this first game, and especially with Real Madrid, who are one of the favourites for the group, also losing their opening game 3-2 to Shakhtar Donetsk. Lukaku grabbed that late one for us, and yeah, a point's brilliant, I guess, when you consider the kind of situation we found ourselves in with a few minutes. But given the kind of way we played throughout the game, I think we probably did deserve the win on the kind of balance of play, but it wasn't to be. And hopefully, unlike last season where our draw in the first game impacted us and ultimately meant we didn't qualify for the knockout stages, hopefully that's not the case this year and we can still progress. Moving on to the top and flop section for the video this week then. Matteo Darmian is going to be my top. As I said earlier on in the video, drafted in kind of last minute in place of Hakimi and played really well, really solid, and a player that I don't think many people had that high hopes for. He was coming in kind of just to be a backup option, but he certainly proved himself to be serviceable, and I think he can be a real asset for us, and he certainly provides some balance that we've severely lacked. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what Conte's plans are for him once Achraf Hakimi has recovered from COVID. Could Darmian remain on the right hand side? I doubt it. He'll probably get shifted to the left hand side or maybe even play at centre back. But I mean, I think Darmian in the team certainly makes a lot of sense based on this performance. I've also got to give a shout out to Romelu Lukaku. 2 goals for him tonight. Another game that he's managed to score in Europe. That's now 9 games in a row he's scored, so that's absolutely fantastic. He's managed to keep that up. As for the flop, I'm going to go with our inability to win this match. As I said, we had so many chances and probably dominated the game for the best part of an hour, if not maybe a little bit more. And yeah, I feel that we probably should have won this one. There was very few chances that came Gladbach's way. They were very clinical in taking them, and we had many chances but just couldn't take them ultimately. A 2-2 draw in the end, and hopefully we're able to get a first win under our belt when we play Shakhtar in the next game.